Good evening, welcome to Have I Got News For You? I'm Kevin Bridges. In the news this week, in London, 3 men about town meet up with their blind dates for the evening. At the Tory party conference in Birmingham, Rishi Sunak announces he is staying on as leader. And at the headquarters of SpaceX in California, secret footage emerges of Elon Musk preparing for his latest launch. On Ian's team tonight is a journalist and broadcaster who is currently writing a book about the nature of genius. No pressure, but it better not be shite. Please welcome Helen Lewis. On Paul's team is a comedian who describes her school days at an all-girls school in Kent as if Enid Blyton wrote Skins. So please welcome the star of 5 Get Trapped in a K-Hole. It's Chloe Peck. We begin with the bigger news stories of the week. Ian and Helen, take a look at this.
Finally, a scandal-free government.
Things can only get better. Just a change of shirt, change of suit.
This is surely about the shortest honeymoon since that one Britney Spears had.
Yes.
Immediately, Keir Starmer gets in, and lots of people have said you shouldn't take these freebies, you're going to get into trouble, but, you know, he's a lawyer. He doesn't listen. You can't really spend years attacking the Tories for sleaze, and then the first thing that happens is one of your major donors is giving you all this stuff for free. And it's glasses. And you think, don't walk straight into it.
He should have gone to Specsavers, is what you're saying.
I mean, just like the previous Labour government, if you remember, the Blair government ran straight into Bernie Ecclestone, major donor, giving them a load of money and changing policy. And it's, at worst, disappointing, and B, it's the same again.
Well,
big response from the audience. It's not popular, but it is what's happening.
Problems mounting up for Keir Starmer. Would anybody like to play a game?
Yeah, what's the game?
It's called Fears for Keir.
Well, now I've heard what it's called, I don't want to play it.
Let's see if I can sell you on the game.
Yeah, go on then.
It's a randomiser. It's going to stop on a picture, and I want you all to tell me who it is and why they are a fear for Keir.
OK,
so,
fine.
Here's your first
Yeah,
one.
good.
Can I just check the words that you're saying?
Fear for Keir.
Fear for Keir.
Fear for Keir.
Fear for Keir.
Yeah.
I did
Fear
think
for
it was
Keir.
Feels for Keir. And
Feels
we were
for
all
Keir.
going to be blindfolded and you were going to bring someone in and we had to work out a Fear for Keir.
And somebody's threw me under the bus here with these pronunciations. OK,
yeah.
Here's your first picture.
Well, that's Lord Ali, who's a major donor to the Labour Party. He gave them £500,000, and he's doing it for nothing. He doesn't want anything in return.
Well, he did get to have a pass, didn't he, to Downing Street during the transition period, which they then took away from him, which he was never really explained what he was there for, apart from sort of vibing. I kind of imagine a bit like he's sort of Bez in the Happy Mondays, and he's just sort of there just to kind of keep the energy up.
That's how I see him.
It is Lord Ali, who is paid for £32,000 worth of goodies, including clothes and glasses for Starmer. What do we think? That is actually a Stone Island polo shirt. That is how confident he is he's going to get Oasis tickets. Money well spent.
Well, he's given back the money for the Taylor Swift concert.
He's paid back £6,000 worth of
tickets. It's just odd that he didn't see that this was going to be a problem. It makes you think maybe he's not very good at politics. The idea that you're saying, I'm going to give back the donations, well, some of them, well, a few of them, well, OK, those ones. It's not exactly saying, yeah, you're right, let's be clean and transparent.
I personally have a theory on why he gave the Taylor Swift tickets back, and it's because, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed this, Taylor Swift and Theresa May dance in exactly the same way. Like haunted marionettes. And I think he gave them back because he didn't want to get trauma flashbacks if he went to the Swiftie concert. He'd be handed a friendship bracelet that just said Brexit means Brexit.
OK, what was Keir's excuse for accepting £20,000 worth of free accommodation?
it's really nice.
You said it was for his son to take GCSEs.
That's correct. He defended his family staying at Lord Ali's flat so that his son could revise in peace for his GCSEs, adding, "It's your one chance in life."
It's a bit unfair on the retake market.
And if he screwed up his exams, he could always learn a trade, something humble. I don't know, a humble toolmaker. What about his defence for taking free football tickets?
This is the executive box, isn't it? Because if he sits in the stands, it might be a security issue.
Yeah. He said he can't take his security detail into the stands, so if I don't accept a gift of hospitality, I can't go to a game. Don't go then, you dick. What historic event did Keir get a free ticket to?
Was it the Battle of Hastings?
The Euros.
Correct. The Euro final, Spain versus England. A memorable evening for everybody in Glasgow. Here's Keir enjoying a chat during the game. You fucking watch, Sam. Time for another fear for Keir. There we go, a pensioner giving him the wanker sign with Van de Dijk. Do you know what this is in relation to? Yes.
This must be the winter fuel payment being taken away from richer pensioners.
I don't think anybody wants the winter fuel payment to be cut. Mainly because it means your parents are going to have to come and stay. Everybody is angry. Check out this Daily Telegraph headline. Jeremy Corbyn was right.
That's like the sign of the apocalypse.
Was anybody able to articulate a defence of the policy?
Older pensioners, you know, I won't be there for a very long time, but it might be thought that they don't really need this, and perhaps they shouldn't have it. I think that's the argument. I don't buy it, obviously. God, I'm going to claim every penny.
Should we see a Labour delegate put it a bit more coherently?
Yeah.
Are you worried about the optics of all the various donations, given the fact that you're having to make that choice, or the Chancellor says Labour's had to make that choice to take away the winter fuel allowance from a lot of pensioners?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
It was a really miserable conference for Labour. But who tried to lighten the mood?
Absolutely no one, as far as I can remember.
We had Rachel Reeves, having been doom and gloom all summer. The Times revealed that she would shift the tone to offer a more positive vision. Here she is, trying to offer that positive vision.
There's a touch of Wallace and Gromit going on there, isn't there?
How did Keir himself accidentally lighten the mood?
Sausages instead of hostages.
So good.
Yeah.
I did feel for him because he gave a very long speech and I thought, no one will remember anything about that apart from he said, we're going to bring the sausages home.
Yeah.
I think what happened there is sometimes when I come on the television, my mates will be like, can you get the word unicycle in?
Which you just done.
James, you owe me a tenner, mate.
Unicycle, I'll have a tenner as well.
I think what's happened here is his mate, Labour peer Wahid Ali, has gone, if you say sausages in your next speech, I'll give you 16 grand. And he knew that hostages was coming up and he saw an opportunity. That's what I think has happened.
It's a product placement, effectively. Sounds plausible.
Can I just say that the night Keir did that, I was doing an event with John McCarthy, who actually had been a hostage in Lebanon. And I thought, oh, no, this is really bad taste. I don't know what's going to happen. John McCarthy stood up and said, as a former sausage...
Shall we have a look at the clip?
I call again for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. The return of the sausages. The hostages.
It's so good.
Is this any connection with Liz Truss opening up new pork markets?
That is a disgrace.
Yes.
It's contradictory policies, though, because if the sausages get returned, then we've got no fuel to sort of cook them on. What are you writing down? Are you going to do that joke again, but better?
No, actually, it's nothing to do with you. I'm just writing a book.
Final fear for Keir. Let's take a look. Who have we got left?
Angela Rayner. Do we get points for this? No, we don't. Well,
How long have you been doing this show?
About 20 minutes.
Yeah, it is Angela Rayner. Considering they keep telling us there's no money, Labour can't stop splashing the cash. What has Angela Rayner spent £68,000 of taxpayer money on?
Oh, this is a private photographer.
A vanity photographer. Have you seen what she's been photographed doing so far?
Oh.
So you think for 68 grand you would get a photographer who could remove his own fingers from the picture? Who will be happy about Angela Rayner's vanity photographer?
She will be, presumably.
Former Tory MP Jake Berry, here he is talking about Angela Rayner.
I actually think Angela Rayner is a very, very attractive woman. And I used to have a picture of her pinned up. I had a picture of her. There was a book launch, and I pinched the poster on the way out. And
Does your wife know this, by the way?
Yeah, my wife does.
Oh,
Don't worry.
okay.
I pinched the poster on the way out, and I had it pinned up in my office. This was when I was Conservative MP.
Sharing a split screen with Jeremy Kyle, and you still come across as the creepiest bastard there.
But he's done quite well, considering, according to that caption, he was a former chair. You know, be fair.
This is the end of Keir Starmer's honeymoon period. Just 3 months in, a majority of voters already think Labour will lose the next election. Put it this way, there are cruise ships in Belfast that have got off to a better start. Keir Starmer received tickets to a Taylor Swift concert. How times have changed at Westminster. In Boris's day, a Swiftie was when you impregnate a member of staff. Before your wife gets home. So,
He did write a hysterical column in the Mail accusing Keir Starmer of being sleazy.
Paul and Chloe, take a look at this. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, I looked the wrong way. Paul and Chloe,
Yeah.
take a look at this.
What, are you going to do something?
No. Paul and Chloe.
Yeah. We're still here.
Take a look at this. No, Paul and Chloe.
Has it been in the news this week?
Paul and Chloe, take a look at this.
I think that's Tom Tugendhat.
A clean start, yes. Just empty your pockets, sir. Yeah, that's James Cleverly.
Kemi Badenoch looking for some mothers to take some money off.
Yep. And,
Just a normal way to hold your wife.
yeah, exactly, yeah. So who are these people, do you know?
Not a clue.
No.
I'm not sure some of them know.
No.
This is the Conservative Party conference in Birmingham, the hottest ticket in town. Take a look at this.
There is a brilliant buzz at this conference, isn't there? It's fantastic, terrific energy, thousands of you here. We've got members, councillors, MPs, businesses. In fact, it's such a hot ticket, I'm surprised that Keir Starmer hasn't asked somebody to buy him one.
Rishi's joke there, an absolute fucking belter.
But it's very peculiar. I mean, the party that's just won with a thumping majority is absolutely miserable. And
Yes.
the ones that have been wiped out and got no chance for the next 50 decades are going, this is great! I actually think the Tories do like being in opposition. 'Cause it means they can attack the people they really hate, which is each other. They're certainly thrilled. They thought they had a great conference, didn't they?
I've got a problem because as a citizen of a democracy, I want them to have a really good leader, right? But as a journalist and someone who does comedy panel shows, I want it to be Robert Jenrick.
Which one was he?
He's the last one.
He was the last one.
One of his kids, his middle name is Thatcher.
Really?
And he said, I understand women because I've got 3 daughters, a wife, and my 2 dogs are female.
Kemi Badenoch has made a pretty strong pitch at being the biggest crackpot at the Tory leadership. What does she think is excessive?
Maternity pay.
You're right, the answer is statutory maternity pay,
Yeah.
which is always a good idea, winding up pregnant women.
It's not good having a name that starts with the word bad, though, is it? And ends with Enoch.
So if you pledge support to Kemi Badenoch, you can join her WhatsApp group. What sort of fun do they have on Kemi Badenoch's WhatsApp group?
Emojis? They're quite fun.
Yeah.
They actually write Kemi-inspired limericks.
No. No, I'm against that.
Would you like to hear a sample?
Oh,
Yes,
I
please.
think so.
Yeah.
We know Kemi's got the right stuff and won't fail when the going gets tough. Then it just goes to shit. Tom, James, Mel and Bobby don't delight the lobby, so Miss Badenoch's the one up to snuff. I think it's a cry for help rather than a limerick.
We know Kemi's got the right stuff and won't fail when the going gets tough. You won't get any money if you're a new mummy, so... Well, we say she's had enough. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We got an alternative last line.
Go on in. So don't try and get up the duff.
Oh,
yes. Yeah, there we are.
Robert Jenrick is probably the favourite. Now, if your name was Robert Jenrick and you wanted to jazz it up a bit, so it was a bit more cool,
yeah,
how would you go about that?
Bobby Jenrick.
And he's called himself Bobby J. They've got hats.
We want Bobby J.
Yeah.
We want Bobby
It's
J.
an ill-advised reference to someone who got shot.
It is also an ill-advised reference because, according to Urban Dictionary...
Yes, it's a reference to a blowjob.
In certain communities, yes.
Chloe looks scandalised. I enjoyed your genuine kind of... Not Bobby Jenrick.
Yeah, but it's worth getting one, though, isn't it? What? I mean, the cat. What? You know.
Robert Jenrick owns an unusual item of personal grooming equipment. Can you tell me what it is?
A nasal perma.
It is hair. It's kind of related to hair.
Is it a comb?
You sound like you haven't come across one of those for something. You're right.
According to the Mirror, he has a special razor to shave his hands.
What?
Even more disturbingly, it's for his palms. Another of the candidates is James Cleverly. Every successful politician has a big vision and a slogan to match Obama's Yes We Can, Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream. Let's take a look at James Cleverly's.
Let's be more normal.
Liz Truss was at the Tory conference.
Yeah.
What did she have to say?
I'll be back.
She said the Conservatives would have done better at the last election if they hadn't kicked her out.
She said I wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, it's become a bit like sort of going to see the lunatics in Bedlam, hasn't it? Oh, I wonder what Liz Truss will say. Go on. Say something mad.
This is the Tory leadership battle down to the final four. The Guardian presented this helpful guide to the Conservative leadership candidates, after which the passport photo booth blew itself up. Kemi Badenoch told the Tory conference that 10% of civil servants should be in prison. So about the same proportion of Tory MPs and BBC newsreaders. In Birmingham last week, Liz Truss declared, "I'd have done better than Sunak in the election," to which the barman replied, "I know, love, but I called last orders 20 minutes ago." You want me to do that again, cleaner? Just carry on. Just carry on. All right, mate. Relax, mate. OK.
And we forgot to do the round about the Middle East, so that's coming up. Not many series only have one episode, but this might be the one.
And so, to round two, this is the strength-ometer of news. OK, fingers on buzzers, teams. There we go.
This is the cruise ship, which I believe now has eventually left Belfast. It's been there for about 3 or 4 months. And finally it set sail, and they're just heading across the Atlantic now, where there's been reports of icebergs, but they're not worried about that.
Finally, it left Belfast on Monday. We can see how far it got.
Yeah.
It got about as far as Bangor.
Yeah.
Not even the one in Wales. It got as far as the local Bangor. And then it turned back, giving the explanation, we still have some administrative paperwork to be finished. Where is it going now?
Caribbean, next stop, isn't it?
Closer to home.
Caribbean. Sorry.
Isn't it going somewhere in Scotland?
Yes, it is. I was quite flattered it was going to take in Scotland. It's going there to refuel. The cruise is meant to be a 3.5-year round-the-world trip. Why might one cruiser be seeking a refund?
He liked it in port and he's angry they've started moving.
One woman paid £75,000 for a permanent cabin, and she was kicked off for making critical comments in a private WhatsApp group.
Oh.
She did it in Limerick form as well.
She did it in a private WhatsApp, so there's also a grass on board, which is the last thing you want to be in Belfast. How have the passengers spent their days stuck in Belfast?
Having a good time. Generally, they all seem to be very upbeat, the people I saw being interviewed on the news.
One couple had this to say.
How did you manage to stay happy throughout all this happening?
Oh, how can you not in Belfast?
Yeah.
We've had so much fun.
We drank.
That is actually the captain and the first mate. OK, fingers on buzzers, teams.
Yeah. What an unusual thing to do with your mouth. I think this was the debate, which got a lot of coverage at the time, particularly Donald Trump's assertion that people in a place called Springfield were eating pets, eating cats and dogs.
Yep, here we go.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Perhaps he's seen somebody eating a hostage dog.
Kamala Harris has been trying to present herself as a sort of Republican light. How has she been doing that?
I own a gun, she says.
Boasting to Oprah Winfrey. If anybody breaks into my house, they're getting shot. What has been Donald Trump's latest attempt to grab headlines?
There are a lot of quite good sort of dance remixes of him, because he said they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets of the people that live here, which actually is a much better poem than the Kemi WhatsApp group, and they could really learn a little something from that, frankly.
This particular question is in relation to Donald Trump launching a new brand of luxury watches.
Oh, yes. Oh. Yes.
Which cost up to $100,000.
Oh, they tell you the time that he should be doing.
Yeah.
Here's the advert.
This isn't just any watch, it's one of the best watches made, with almost 200 grams of gold and more than 100 real diamonds. That's a lot of diamonds. I love gold, I love diamonds.
Watches for illustrative purposes only, and is not an exact representation of the final product. It says in tiny writing at the bottom.
Do you know the name of the company that makes the watches?
FlybyNightFateWatches.com.
They're called the best watches on earth. Why has a statue of Donald Trump caused upset in Las Vegas?
Is the statue in the form of a one-armed bandit? So you pull his arm, and then a golden shower... No, I'm not going to.
Have you got a picture of it?
Do you want to see the picture?
Yeah,
yes.
go on.
So it's offended...
Oh,
Here it is from a different angle there.
yeah. Look, there's a little hostage there.
What is the title of the artwork? Does anybody want to have a guess at that?
Is it Naked Greed?
Ooh. Oh, that's good.
Oh,
I like that.
The little prick.
Yes, the 43-foot, £6,000 nude structure is called Crooked and Obscene. Time now for the Missing Words Round, which this week features as its guest publication The Searcher, the magazine for metal detector enthusiasts. Search as long as you like, you won't find anything that anyone gives a shit about.
I would dispute your fact that no one's ever found anything interesting. I was in a field.
Did someone find you?
Yep. No, and I went with a metal detector and I found an Anglo-Saxon silver coin. King Edgar. About £5.90. That's not what it's worth.
We start with UK Conkers tournament up in arms over what?
Fake conkers.
Oven usage?
Cold conkers.
Very close. The answer is frozen conkers.
Frozen conkers.
This is Conkerfon in Hertfordshire, where one angry competitor said that using frozen conkers was cheating, pure and simple. There we go. Thanks to Labour scrapping the fuel allowance, there's going to be a lot of pensioners with frozen conkers this winter. Next, if you miss what, there's now a website that lets you relive it.
Evensong.
If you miss experience in life because you're glued to the internet, there's now a website that lets you relive it.
The answer is, if you miss sounds computers made in the 1990s, there's now a website that lets you relive it. This is an article for computer buffs nostalgic for the days of performing tasks such as defragging a hard drive. I'm not sure I know how to do that, but more importantly, neither did Hugh Edwards. Okay. Finally, while out with my metal detector in a field in Shropshire, I was surprised to find...
A metal detector. Ian Hislop.
Yes. We've got a picture of Ian here. You look as if you're building a joint with that guy, Ian. So, the final scores are Ian and Helen have 3 points, and Paul and Chloe have 7. Well done, Paul and Chloe. Well done. You were brilliant. On which note, we say thank you to our panellists, Ian Hislop and Helen Lewis, Paul Merton and Chloe Petts, and I leave you with the news that at the new Ryman's megastore in London, after setting his heart on the giant hole punch, one customer wonders whether he could claim it back as office supplies. At a retirement home in Fife, one lucky nana celebrates having won this week's bingo jackpot. And in London, a new artwork is unveiled at the headquarters of the National Institute of Proctologists. Good night.
Good evening. Welcome to Have I Got News for You? I'm Amol Rajan. In the news this week, Keir Starmer tries to explain to anyone who will listen, although it technically is Lord Ali's car, he is allowed exclusive use of it on weekdays. In Weybridge, Eamon Holmes' new girlfriend regrets trying to use his custom-made bidet. And in Kingston upon Thames, Ed Davey arrives at the funeral of a much-loved constituent.
He's wearing black, it's respectful.
On Ian's team tonight, a former Conservative MP and Brexiteer who is a member of the organisation Leave Means Leave, which is exactly what her constituents told her at the last election. Please welcome Dame Andrea Jenkins. And on Paul's team tonight is an actor and comedian whose latest show is called On I Bang, which was, coincidentally, the working title for Boris Johnson's memoir. Please welcome Miles Jupp. We begin with the bigger news stories of the week. Ian and Andrea, take a look at this.
Right, that's Keir Starmer, isn't it? That's Sue Gray, she's gone. Ah, this is it. 100 days Keir Starmer's been Prime Minister, which is 2.5 Liz Trusses.
How would you rate Starmer's first 100 days, Ian. A success?
Well, he's still Prime Minister.
Yeah.
And in recent terms, that's pretty good going.
Yeah. What might have hastened Sue Gray's departure?
Free passes at number 10?
Was she caught snorting coke off a lilo?
No.
I don't think she was, just for the benefit of the lawyer that's listening. I don't think that's true at all.
According to the Times, Gray showed inexperience dealing with the press and shocked colleagues by referring to scumbag journalists. Good to see Private Eye still being read in number 10. Another accusation from Sue Gray's allies was that number 10 was too much like a boys' club. Were the Tories ever a boys' club?
No, I don't think so.
No, Boris and Co, no.
But some of them really love women, didn't they? So.
Andrea, were you surprised by how many of your colleagues jumped before they were pushed at the last election?
No, I wasn't really.
At least you stuck around to face the music and you lost your seat at the
No,
end.
I mean, I believe in going down with a sinking ship, so, yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
And you know you took your seat off Ed Balls? That means you're responsible for this.
If that had happened in a public park, he would have been arrested. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Maybe he's rehearsing for a Taylor Swift concert because his wife got some tickets, didn't she?
Oh,
she did indeed.
Yeah.
That is exactly right. According to The Sun, Sadiq Khan and Yvette Cooper put pressure on the Met Police to boost security for Taylor Swift at her London concert, which was attended by Sadiq Khan and Yvette Cooper.
Yeah.
Both have denied there is any link between the two things, which means that there was. What else has the government washed its hands of this week?
The Chagos Islands.
Yes. Why did they do that, Ian?
Because over the last 30 years, the Chagos Islanders have been campaigning to be returned to their country, which Britain threw them off in terms of making a military base. But it's a final deal that's been done between us and Mauritius, and it's finally happened.
I mean, I was there, actually, at the protest this morning with the...
Were you?
Yes, with the Chagosians. So.
And what was your view?
It was the previous Labour government which worked with the US, wasn't it, to remove them from the islands. And they said, Starmer, you're a human rights lawyer and you've done it again. You know, we just want to
What, you've done the right thing?
No.
Because the Tories tried to blame this on Starmer, and then he pointed out that the person who'd set the process going this time was James Cleverly.
But is out of the contest, maybe that's why.
Yeah, but Cleverly then said, no, it wasn't me, it was Liz Truss. Because she was Foreign Secretary. You can't believe any of this, can you? And Liz Truss's supporters said, it wasn't Liz, it was Boris, because, God, he was Foreign Secretary. I mean, you wonder why this country gets in a bit of a mess.
What would you have done with the islands, then?
Me, I'd have given them back to them early on. If you read Early Private Eyes, we did take up this cause.
Did you release a charity single, Ian?
We did. It was called Chagos and Dave. It was sort of...
Yes. You're quite right to say someone else is not happy about the decision this week. That was James Cleverly. Not been a great week for James Cleverly. What has he lost?
He came third in a two-horse race.
That's exactly right. Pippa Crerar in The Guardian reports that Cleverly was so confident about getting into the final, he tried to give some of his votes to Robert Jenrick to help knock out Kemi Badenoch, but it backfired when his team got the maths wrong. So in the end, some MPs who should have voted cleverly voted stupidly. But it comes after this quite extraordinary rallying cry. Do you remember this from last week?
Let's be more normal.
To which the Tory party said, no thanks. So we are down now to Robert Jenrick and Kemi Badenoch. Let's ask someone who really, really understands the Tory party. Paul, who's your money on?
Do you know what I imagined you just said to me? Is the answer Newport Pagnell? What was the point of asking me that? Have you not seen this show over the last 35 years? I'm waiting for the story that comes up with the monkey playing the harmonium. That's when I come alive. All this stuff, been wasting your time with this. I don't watch the first 10 minutes of this show. I'll turn the sound down and play Boney M.
Which one? Is it Rah Rah Rasputin?
A bit too political for me, that one here.
What do you think happened?
I mean, I think, seriously, he got Lent votes and they wanted Bobby J. Kemi B in the final anyway.
Would you have voted for either of them had you still been able to have a vote, which you can't?
I'm not backing it. I'm actually not backing any of them.
Really? Yeah. I mean, you're on the right of the party. You must be thrilled, mustn't you?
Yeah, but, I mean...
Good, that's all I need.
No, but there was... No, if you look at the voting record, they're more One Nation-y to me anyway. Yeah.
What, those two? God, you are right-wing, aren't you?
One Tory MP told The Times Grant Shapps was running the numbers for Cleverly, adding that Shapps was most likely trying to be a clever dick.
He was actually at Boris's book launch the night before as well, wasn't he?
Who was, Grant Shapps?
No, Cleverly, yeah. It was at Boris's book launch rather than being on the phone to MPs.
So is that where it all went wrong for him, do you think? Because he was seeking Boris's...
Well, loads of MPs was there at the book launch, you see, so I think he was trying
they just miscalculated.
Yeah.
Did it go well, the book launch?
Oh, it was amazing. It was on fire, Boris, yeah.
Were you there? Blimey, and you
I was getting my book signed, yeah.
You were getting your book signed. What did he write? This is fiction. No, I'm just guessing.
Ian, you're in there. You should be getting royalties.
Yeah, I'm in the book. He accuses me of being a liar, which is pretty funny.
I have to disagree there.
So you think I am a liar? Go on.
No, I think you're lovely. Do you know behind...
A lovely liar?
No. Do you know backstage is a different person?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very supportive.
No, that is libellous. He did say the only thing he regretted was apologising over his behaviour in COVID. So when he said, I'm sorry, according to him, he was lying. That's it. That's the top headline in the book. I lied when I apologised for my behaviour during COVID. I shouldn't have apologised. No matter how many committees, no matter how much evidence, I should have just lied again. Have you read the book? Don't worry, he hasn't either.
I've read one chapter, actually. That's it.
Finally, for a Boris bonus point, I'm going to show you him responding to a question. And what I want you to do is to guess the question that he was asked that elicited this answer.
OK. Can you remember the occasion when your third child was conceived?
Is in fact the correct answer. Now, let's have a look at the question. This is from ITV's Tom Bradby.
Who would you like to see as leader of the Tory party?
Which name is he trying to say there?
Yeah. He'll come back, won't he?
I don't think it's over for him, no.
You don't think it's over?
I still think Boris was one of our better Prime Ministers, yeah. I see you selected the audience, you know. The people who don't like Boris are all Conservatives, yeah.
You can't just say you've selected the audience. You've got no evidence for that, no proof. It's just bollocks. This isn't GB News.
Hang on, isn't this GB News? I thought I was on GB. We're in the wrong place altogether. Anyway, right. It has been another week...
No, don't go.
No.
Sorry, that was a bit late, wasn't it?
Yes, this is Labour's first 100 days in power. For all the upheaval, a Downing Street insider insisted that when it comes to delivery, the Prime Minister is laser-focused. That's pretty good, because he can give back all those glasses that he got for free. Paul and Miles, have a look at this.
There is. The Great Puppet.
Yes, there's the Great Puppet. Donald T. Rump. There is Kamala Harris. Oh, Elon Musk. Why is it the richest people in the world are also the weirdest?
Oh. There's the Puppet Master.
Yes. Bob Woodward's got a new book out, one of the original Watergate journalists, and it says that apparently Donald Trump sent Putin something called a COVID machine. I'm not sure what a COVID machine is.
Oh, it's that great machine they had in the lab that made that virus, do you remember? And
Yes.
Yeah, it's really... It was people were a bit iffy about it, but it was scientifically a real breakthrough.
Yeah, it did what it was designed to do.
Yeah.
Do you remember those COVID tests? They were just like a little...
The lateral flow ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think of COVID tests?
I absolutely loved them, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd get them in different flavours, couldn't you?
Yeah, yeah. I've stopped using cotton buds altogether.
Yeah.
How many times have they spoken since, Trump and Putin?
Oh, I'd say 7 times.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, that's why I said it. I wouldn't waste your time with hypothetical guesses.
He has. And this is all ahead of the American election, which is less than a month away. And Kamala Harris, the Democrat candidate, has been accused by critics of not doing interviews in her campaign. What's she actually been doing?
Interviews.
A lot of interviews,
Yeah.
yes. You might recall that she boasted to Oprah about shooting a home intruder.
Yes.
What sort of gun has Kamala Harris got?
A Glock. An Uzi. She strikes me as an Uzi sort of person.
Smith & Wesson.
It is a Glock. How do you know so much about guns?
Listen, I can't talk about my days at 5. So let's keep this side of the river.
Yeah.
It is indeed. Yeah, and what special power do the Democrats have, according to Marjorie Jewish space lasers Taylor Greene?
Oh, yeah, they can create hurricanes. They can manipulate the weather.
Taylor Greene said of the Democrats, yes, they can control the weather. It's ridiculous for anyone to lie and say it can't be done.
Now I see it written down.
Yeah. Legend and authority, doesn't it?
Yeah. Donald Trump must be getting pretty tired of saying pretty outrageous things himself, because what has he done to lighten the burden on himself?
Oh, he's built on Elon Musk. Donald Trump had another rally at the place where the guy sort of shot his ear, and Elon Musk came on as a special guest and jumped up in the air and behaved very oddly.
He did. Melania Trump recalled her experience of the first assassination attempt on her husband. Do we know what she did?
Reloaded.
So we're quite familiar with Trump's very unique style of dancing. You've seen this?
Yes. Yeah.
But why might he be in big trouble for doing this on January the 6th, 2021?
Well, they're not the moves, are they? You do the left.
Well, this is the attack on the Senate, isn't it?
Yeah, well, according to the Washington Post, files issued recently by special counsel Jack Smith contend that because Trump entered to the Village People's YMCA, it proves that it was a campaign rally and Trump was not acting in his official capacity as president. Otherwise, he'd have come in on Hail to the Chief. And therefore, under the terms of the Supreme Court ruling, he has no immunity from prosecution.
Oh, that's clever.
That's very good.
Yeah.
And was he doing the letters R-I-O-T?
Yeah. Fun to stay in a maximum security jail.
Meanwhile, Argentina's President Milei, you know...
Oh, yeah.
That's him doing the YMCA.
Yeah.
At least he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's got his arms up. Heaven's sake.
What's he been up to in America, do you know? You've been following him closely?
No, I haven't, no.
He's actually been delivering a speech to the UN General Assembly, for which he plagiarised huge chunks of dialogue from The West Wing.
That's brilliant.
And he then went off to the Wall Street Stock Exchange, where this is he. It is just amazing, isn't it, how one moment can capture a political career. What's going on in that photo, Andrew? For those who haven't seen it, that's you. What was going on there?
Well, you know Steve Bray, the big Remainer guy? Well, Boris was making his resignation speech. He was bellowing out there. And I just thought, you know, you've got what you want now. And sod you, really.
Did it feel good?
Well, the funny thing is, I don't even really swear. I don't even use my fingers, so I don't know.
You don't use your fingers?
How do you play the piano?
I use my thumbs, yeah.
Oh.
It's a northern thing, yeah.
It's a northern thing?
Hey, we couldn't have 4 fingers when I was growing up. 2 thumbs were good enough for my daddy, good enough for me. Didn't have a car, you had to hitchhike everywhere you went. That was all right. Didn't mind that.
And so to round 2, this is the Globe of News.
Globe of News?
Yeah, fingers on buzzers.
Yeah, OK. Spin, spin, spin. Oh, it's turned into a magic effect. Well, there's a knothole in that tree for certain. I've just found out where the squirrel hides his nuts. This is... Unbelievably, I know this is about a tree-hugging competition in Glasgow.
That's exactly right. Who was crowned the champion tree hugger?
Roger Oak.
You're in the right of...
Peter Willow.
Keep going.
George Willow.
No, keep going.
Sally Willow. Roger Willow.
It's female. An English name beginning with H.
Harriet.
Holly Willow. Holly Willoughby. She jumped the queue and won.
No, you better tell us.
It was Hannah Willow.
Hannah Willow?
Let's have a look at Hannah Willow hugging this tree. And that is as much as we can show at this time of night. What did Hannah win?
Day release? Is that right?
No. No. As a result of her win, Hannah has now qualified to enter the international competition next year, held in the Halipu Forest, just over 100 miles north of the Arctic Circle. What a treat for her. Well done, Hannah. And in other news to do with names, who's Steve and what's he been up to in Scotland this week?
Bit general, isn't it?
Yeah.
The clues so far, someone called Peter and Scotland.
No, Steve.
Steve, oh, Christ.
Oh, what is that?
That's much easier.
Steve is, in fact, a rare purple ribbon-like glow within the Northern Lights, which was visible in the skies... Look at that, it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
which was visible in the skies above Scotland and northern England this week. But the question is, why is it called Steve?
Named after the first person that identified it.
Peter.
Steve actually stands for Strong Thermal Emission Velocity Enhancement. According to the BBC, Steve is unpredictable and only lasts for a short time. As every wife of a Steve will tell you. What other weather phenomenon did the BBC warn us about this week?
Oh, hurricanes up to 14,000 miles per hour in Great Britain. There was a glitch on their weather thing, and so at one point it was saying that London, Salford was another place, 14,000 miles per hour wind.
Before that, there was a warning about temperature. So a glitch on the BBC weather website saw temperatures of 404 degrees centigrade in Nottingham.
That's quite warm, isn't it? You need to take your coat off for that.
And then, as you say, Paul, winds of 14,827 miles per hour in Windsor.
He's got Grant Shapps on the numbers.
Yeah.
The way you said that, you made it sound like a medical complaint going to the doctors. I've got a touch of Grant Shapps. I've not been able to sit down straight for a fortnight.
This is the first Glasgow tree-hugging tournament, or as it will be known by historians, the only Glasgow tree-hugging tournament. Meanwhile, the north of England has been treated to a rare aurora called Steve. According to one scientist, you need to seek out a rural setting or park away from city lights, bring a reclining chair or blanket, then relax and wait for Steve. Which is also the instructions if you wish to go dogging.
I thought I recognised your voice. I'm thinking it.
Here we go.
Here we go. We're spinning the wheel. Oh, there we go. Spinning the globe. Yep. Oh, you're confident. Brackley in England.
Yeah, there's been a high-vis hugging competition. He's called Roger High-vis. No, I don't know.
That looks like the word pothole written on his jacket.
Oh, is it the man who just got so fed up he just started mending potholes himself?
Ah.
Exactly right. Well done. His name is Mark Morrill. He's the former town mayor. What's his nickname?
Mark the Pothole.
Mr. Pothole.
Mr. Pothole.
Yeah. He claims he's responsible for getting 10,000 potholes filled in.
Oh, good.
Good on him. He pesters the council, basically.
He's not going around with sort of tarmac and stuff. This is a letter-writing campaign. It's a sort of more Amnesty International approach.
In other road news, which motorway has been voted Britain's worst?
Oh, that was something like the M8, was it?
No.
I thought it was the M40.
No.
32.
No.
The M56.
M1 with all the cameras, no?
No, it's the M42. So a survey of road users...
I like that game. Can we do another one?
So that was your start for 10. I'm now going to give you 3 bonus questions on Britain's roads, and you may confirm, OK?
Right, yeah, still ready.
Here's lot Magdalen.
Merton, slightly more cheerful.
That's not how it works in University Challenge, because you can't actually buzz in on the bonuses, but sod it.
How do you know?
Because well, I am involved, so...
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a mystery object one week.
Things are buzzers. Here's your first bonus, OK?
Yes.
Britain's worst motorway, the M42, connects Bromsgrove in Worcestershire with which Leicestershire town, 40 miles away?
Melton Mowbray.
No.
Is it Shakespeare?
It's Ashby de la Zouche.
Oh, good.
Question number 2. The A12 was voted Britain's worst A road. It connects London with which Suffolk...
Ipswich.
It's Lowestoft.
This is bloody hard.
This is quite hard. Well,
it's good.
Finally, Britain's best A road received an 85% satisfaction rating. It connects Doncaster with Seaton Burn near Newcastle. What is it?
A3.
God, you lot are shit, man.
Did you say that on University Challenge?
Yeah.
We're not shit, Emil. We have drivers.
Yeah.
It's the A19. And out the gong. I'm afraid to say that's the end of the round, the end of the show, and the end of the series. Good night. Not really. Fingers on buzzers, teams. Something big happened.
In China?
Yeah.
What, with the planned economy? I don't think so.
It released a virus or something?
No. Ooh. No, they've not done that. Not this week. This is the news that a sewage pipe in China has violently exploded, and I think we need to see the event in question.
Oh, my God.
That would be my vote for the worst motorway.
This is the news that a Chinese sewage pipe exploded next to a busy road, covering passers-by with human waste, an incident described by Thames Water as pretty amateur. Time now for the missing words round, and we start with surprise after Gibbons spotted what?
Is it Dick Curdles?
Sorry?
I beg your pardon? Oh, I see. I thought you were talking about a bloke called Dick Curdle.
No!
Surprise after Gibbons spotted doing the robot dance.
Oh, wow.
Would you like to see said dancing Gibbon?
Yes, please.
Here it is. Sorry. Wrong clip. This is what we're looking for. This one here.
Hilarious. Doing the funky Gibbons, isn't it?
Do you think maybe that's just an electric fence? Next, make working from home more pleasurable by what?
Repeatedly telling people, oh, I'm not in the office today, I'm working from home.
No, we make working from home more pleasurable by using a lying down desk.
Oh.
Here is inventor Alex May under his desk.
It would be a good advert for a futon.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah. What happened to futons? God, the past was great.
Yeah.
No, you can still get a futon.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Have you got one with you?
This one was provided by Lord Ali.
Finally, merchandise for upcoming Oasis tour to include what?
Matching oven gloves.
Something you do this with.
A whip.
Is it disciplining interns?
Yeah. Is that an album track of theirs?
This is merchandise for upcoming Oasis tour to include...
Yeah.
Fly swatter.
That wasn't a fly swatter, what you were doing there.
Yes, it was. Have I got this wrong? A fly swatter is a kind of a vigorous
You've not got it wrong, you're just too angry.
You've got to try and seduce them into a relaxed mood.
Have you tried low lighting?
So the final scores are Ian and Andrea have 3 points, Paul and Miles have 5 points.
Oh, well done.
I don't know where that I wonder what that's for.
I appear to be on the losing team. Can't think
I'm
why.
always on it, so... I've rubbed off on you, haven't I?
Well, not yet.
Before we go, there's just time for the caption competition.
Jeffrey, I don't want to embarrass you, but you've forgotten to put your socks on again.
I'm impressed that you managed to get your helmet over the handlebars.
On which lovely note we say thank you to our panellists, Ian Hislop and Dame Andrea Jenkins, Paul Merton and Miles Jupp. And I leave you with news that Angela Rayner says there are no issues juggling her party lifestyle with the demands of government as she flies straight from a weekend in Ibiza to a military veterans event. At the City Hall in Pennsylvania, it's nearly time for a hot milky drink. And on a visit to a coffee shop, one man starts to understand how unpopular he's become as he notices the barista has spelt out "nobody likes you" on the top of his cappuccino. Good night.
Dissecting the week's news.
Have I got news for you? I'm Professor Hannah Fry. In the news this week, as he plumbs the depths of reality TV, Matt Hancock's triumph on Celebrity Does My Head Fit In There proves to be a hollow victory. As the daily regime of exercise begins, there are complaints of cruelty at Battersea Dogs Home. And as Taylor Swift announces new dates at Wembley, there's already high demand for tickets. On Ian's team tonight is a comedian and, amazingly, another mathematician. Really? He doesn't half look like one. Please welcome Phil Wang. On Paul's team tonight is a presenter whose TV career began with the phrase, "I'll take one from the top, two from the middle and two from the bottom." It's like Keir Starmer picking out free shoes. Please welcome Hal Vorderman. OK, we're going to begin with the bigger news stories of this week. Ian and Phil, have a little look at this.
Right, that's a frozen cabinet. A few pensioners in there.
Live footage from the Treasury.
Yeah, there's nothing left. Oh, it's a machine.
It's Labour's new Chief of Staff.
Well, this is the budget.
It is the budget.
We're still waiting for it.
Yes, we are.
Right, there we go. Next. Oh, you want some speculation?
Go on.
Well, I reckon there's going to be a tax increase.
They have got this quite big black hole to fill, and a black hole that's got bigger. Do you know how big it is now?
It's now 40 billion.
It is.
It was 22 billion,
Absolutely.
which is a percentage rise of...
Well, almost double.
Wow. She's still got it.
You're absolutely right, though. But the government have leaked a lot of scare stories about how they're going to raise another 22 billion. What is the latest tax rise that they've refused to rule out?
The employers' national insurance rise.
Yes.
And they've said, look, it looks in the manifesto as though we said we won't raise national insurance, but it turns out we said we won't increase employees' national insurance, but we will increase employers. So the difference of a single letter means they weren't lying.
But you said your difference of one letter, you know, that's the difference between uniformed police officers and uninformed police officers. It's different. One letter.
OK, what were the government pinning their hopes on to inject more money into the economy this week?
They found a new way of defining what debt is. And it's brilliant, because it actually means that you don't owe what you think.
Not the answer I wanted.
Oh,
different answer.
Not the non-doms?
Not the non-doms. The private investment summit. That was the...
Oh, yes.
Look,
yes.
I want the answer I've got down on the card.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, OK. Professor.
Thank you.
You think you might get a little latitude round the answer? Oh, no.
You're thinking of geography there. Different subject altogether.
Labour hosted a big investment summit at the Guildhall in London this week.
Yes, and they got lots of investors in, including P&O.
They did. Yeah. They did.
Which is a bit embarrassing.
Why so?
Well, because when they were in opposition, they said P&O are a disgrace, and they sack hundreds of workers and then rehire people on agency fees, and they're abominable. But now they're in government, they've said, hello!
Also, Keir wants a free cruise. Let's go to the Bahamas, baby!
To be specific, this was Transport Secretary Louise Haigh,
yes,
who described P&O Ferries as a cowboy operator and a rogue outfit.
Yeah, because they've got a terrible employment record.
In 2022, they sacked 800 workers by text message and video link, and then immediately rehired cheaper replacements from abroad.
So, Phil, take over.
Do you know what the government did to try and woo the investors at this?
Free biscuits. Michelin star meal.
I mean, you're close. They did try and woo them with some quite delicious delicacies. They served amazing English food, apparently.
Was it Greg's?
Still on Labour then.
Yeah, but they did have Elton John.
They did have Elton John.
He sang Candle in the Wind about Liz Truss. It was very moving.
What is Health Secretary Wes Streeting's radical plan to save the NHS?
He's going to give people Ozempic jabs or, weight loss drugs to get them back to work.
Yeah.
So, Wes Streeting is trying to fight inflation too.
The theory is everyone is overweight in the entire country, so you give everyone this jab, they become slim, they go to work, growth, productivity, we become the richest nation on earth, and thin. What could go wrong?
You know, they're advertising Ozempic in the States now quite heavily. Do you know what classic British pop song they're using to advertise it?
Oh, I'm too sexy for myself. Is it?
No.
OK, give us a clue.
All right, I'll tell you what, I'll play you the clip.
OK, yeah.
Looking to get back in your type 2 diabetes zone? Once weekly Ozempic can help.
Did that ad say, are you trying to get back into type 2 diabetes? Is that the state of the health of Americans? Are they trying to get back to diabetes?
Yeah, that's an improvement.
Anyone here taking Ozempic?
What are you trying to say?
Do you think this isn't just exercise and healthy eating?
Yeah, the only problem is that as soon as you come off the Ozempic, all of the weight immediately just goes back on again. So, nice plan.
Well, flu jab for winter, Ozempic for summer.
How did the government contrive to squander £150,000 in taxpayers' money in August this year?
Well, I think squander is presuming you disapprove. This is the Swift cavalcade.
Do you not disapprove?
Well, I mean, she brought a £1 billion worth of straightforward benefit to the UK economy by her series of concerts. So I think 150,000 isn't bad as a deal. I mean, I don't want to come over all Swifty.
We spend millions policing football matches every weekend. I've never heard of a Taylor Swift fan punching a police horse.
Quite often it's the other way round.
Do you know what status she was given for all of this?
It was like VVIP.
It was VVIP. This is reserved for members of the royal family, except for Harry. What has Labour MP Patrick Hurley begun a campaign for?
It's Freddo's.
It's Freddo's.
Freddo's?
It's Freddo's.
They've been getting smaller and smaller.
They absolutely have.
Is he saying, make Freddo's big again?
What are they?
What are they?
As the packet illustrates, they're frogs covered in chocolate.
We had Frodo's. They were Tolkien-themed.
It's all about to reduce the price rather than make them bigger. According to The Eye, the Freddo has been used informally as a measure of inflation. But did you see that Donald Trump has been using a similar economic model?
Tic-tac, Oh, dear. Yes.
Let's have a look at this.
This is Tic Tacs, right? I don't know if I like the company. I've never met. I have no idea. They're so lucky. Look at all the television. This is the greatest commercial they ever had. But that's what happened. This is inflation. This is Tic Tac. This is Tic Tac. This is inflation.
Do you do your lectures like that? Your maths lectures?
Of course I do.
Fredo.
Big, small. Yeah.
Do you reckon his advisors said you need to do more on TikTok?
This is the budget and the probability that a manifesto promise will be broken. Talking about the money Rachel Reeves hopes to raise with the budget, the Institute for Fiscal Studies said 40 billion is a big number. Not to us, Rachel. At the Investment Summit, Keir Starmer appeared at a panel event with former Google CEO Eric Schmidt. A hard man to interview. Every time you ask him a question, he gives you 43 million possible answers. Wes Streeting this week outlined a stark future for the NHS, reform or die. Reform or die, also the choice currently facing disillusioned Tories. OK, Paul and Carol, you have a look at this.
Yes. Oh, this is the World Championship, Conquer Championships, isn't it? Yes. There is now the world champion.
Yeah.
Controversial. It's all gone bonkers with the conkers. There is a ridiculous piece of visual imagery. So it's a big conquer story.
Yeah. It is a big conquer story.
It is a bit...
And he had a steel conker in his pocket.
Steel conker, steel conker in your pocket? Yeah.
I'll just show you a picture of him. Here he is, David Jenkins. Do you know what his nickname is?
David the Cheat Jenkins. No, he's not
King Conker.
King Conker. Exactly
King
right.
Conker. Some people say they've accused him of having a steel conker. Conker made of metal.
Yeah.
Robo conker.
Yeah. Why would you have a steel conker in your pocket?
Yeah, exactly. Unless you were going out on a date later on.
We should point out, though, that King Conker does deny all of these allegations.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So does Baroness Moan.
Do you have any idea how The Sun put it in their headline?
I used the word bonkers earlier. Does that crop up?
It is conker plonker, use steel nut to conquer. What was King Conker's defence for having a metal conker?
Luck. It was for luck. He had no intention of using it. He found it. It fell off a steel tree.
Didn't he say he wanted to show it to kids?
Yeah, he told BBC News that he had it in his pocket to amuse children, which, of course, led to a different kind of investigation. Do you know what raised suspicions about this?
Well, the effectiveness of his conker. It smashed the other competitors' conkers to smithereens.
One opponent told the Mail that King Conker had obliterated his opponent's nuts in one hit. Adding, that just doesn't happen.
I don't want to brag.
Don't brag, no.
But 1969...
That's not a brag.
No. 1969...
Yeah.
Two great things happened. Man landed on the moon first time, and I became the junior conker champion in Rill.
Oh, wow.
What's your conker tips, Carol?
Conker tips: 2 minutes vinegar, 2 minutes in the oven, low heat.
Isn't human urine meant to be quite good?
For what?
For making the...
For emptying the
As an aperitif.
Yeah.
There is some advice for finding a good conker using a farmyard animal. Anyone want to guess what that is?
A pig?
It is a pig. Do you know what you do with it?
Like a truffling pig.
Yeah.
In The Guardian, my godfather won the championships twice, a conker champion said, and he used to say that the best conker was one that had been passed through a pig.
Oh. Was that on a long piece of string?
Otherwise, he's going to chew it up.
Well, it depends which end you start with, doesn't it?
I stand corrected.
Yeah, indeed. You should see how the pig stands.
Who's now looking into all of these allegations? Do you know?
Is it United Nations?
Just one tiny step down. It's gone to the highest echelons of sport, the World Conker Championships organising.
Oh, right. Is there a bit of video of him sort of secreting a conker about his person?
There absolutely is a video. Would you like to see it?
Yes, please.
Yeah, oh, yes.
This is the phone footage the committee has been examining. Mr Jenkins in the green appears to put one conker in his pocket, then takes out another from a different pocket and throws it into the crowd. Could the one still in his pocket be made of steel?
That piece of shit.
Absolutely. But yeah, the footage has now been passed to the World Conkers organisation. Do you know why they haven't yet made a ruling on the cheating?
Because Russia and China don't agree.
Here is committee member St John Burkett to explain the delay on Sky News.
And when do you think you might have the conclusion?
Well, hopefully within the next 24 hours or so, when we've got a response from people, because, of course, some people have gone off to work for the day, so it's going to take a bit of time.
I love his hat.
What, dressed like that?
Guys, do you know what other great sporting event took place this week?
No, we don't know.
It's obviously the North American Wife-Carrying Championships that took place in May. Honestly, I'm shocked that neither of you got this. Let's have a little look.
And here comes team number 2. He was practicing. He's got this technique down for the hurdle. Okay, no, quick. Okay, never mind. Apparently, it was way different when you put a wife on your back.
Maybe a country can have too much money.
Would you like to guess what the winner gets?
A divorce?
It's actually their wife's weight in beer. Here's how they work it out. Guys, when your wife says that she wants you to get a six-pack, that is not what she means. This is the cheating scandal that's threatening to destroy the good reputation of the World Conker Championships. The women's competition was won by an American, Kelsey Bornshabach, which coincidentally is the closest Joe Biden has come to saying Kemi Badenoch. Here is another one of the competitors at this year's World Conker Championships, and he'll be back on the news on January the 6th, storming the capital if Trump loses again. And so, to round 2, the Venn diagram of news.
Oh! Hey, excellent.
OK, fingers on buzzer teams, here is your first one.
This, don't we?
You do, I don't.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't the space shuttle, but it was the Starship.
Elon Musk's SpaceX rocket program.
Did you cry when it came back in? So the heavy rocket booster came up, and you're watching on the screen, like, the Starship itself going off and accelerating like to 17,000 miles an hour.
Yes.
And at the same time, you're watching the heavy booster come back down to Earth.
No.
And it's got these mechanical arms,
they're
called chopsticks. And they go like
chopsticks.
That. Woof. And there it is.
Yes.
Back where it took off.
So it was a total waste of time then?
It was actually quite remarkable. Have a look at this.
Oh, amazing.
On the subject of things falling perfectly in place, would you like to see a video of a very lucky woman in India?
Yes.
Oh.
Should just tell you that everyone was fine, OK?
OK. Is she actually inside that?
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot more impressive than Elon Musk.
Has the man come out and said, I think it's come from up there?
What was the point of the Musk thing?
It's basically a big recycling project, essentially. So they can reuse these rocket boosters, not just have them fall into the sea, which hopefully will make up for the 700,000 gallons of fuel a second that they have to burn to get up there in the first place.
Yeah. I used to have a car like that. I I wish Elon Musk would invent a rocket that could get his head out of Donald Trump's ass. I think we should be working on that next.
In other news, what has a robot in Germany been up to this week?
Oh,
Yes.
Conducting an orchestra.
God damn it.
Yes, it absolutely has. This is a robot conductor with 3 arms that made its debut at the Dresden Symphonic Orchestra. Here it is.
It might be more impressive if the musicians are actually looking at it.
That's how the robot's going to take over. They're going to bore us all to death.
Well, the artistic director of Dresden Symphonica, Markus Rindt, he said that the intention was not to replace human beings, but to perform complex music human conductors would find impossible.
What, not to mention human listeners?
I had no idea music was being held back by our shitty human conductor and their shitty arms. You mean the music could have been faster this whole time? The faster the music is, the better, I find.
Yeah.
I can't wait for 1,000,000 notes a second.
Fingers on buzzer, teams.
Yes, at a recent rally, Trump, instead of talking, he danced and played music for about 40 minutes straight. And people were not disappointed, actually.
Let's have a little look.
There are times when you think artificial intelligence might be better.
Yeah.
He dances like a Conservative Member of Parliament, I would say.
Do spare a thought for the poor guy standing behind him.
He's gone grey during this performance.
Also, he said on Wednesday, I think it was, in front of a room full of women, audience of women, he said, "I am the father of IVF." Which nobody quite knows what he meant by that.
Oh! He literally said this week, political opponents of his should be dealt with by the military.
Yes.
And their opponents, including Democrats. That's the other party.
Yes.
All opposition, come the election, should be locked up.
Yes.
And everyone goes, "Oh, Donald, you're so funny."
He told his supporters the other day that they should all come out and vote on January the 5th.
Yeah.
Which would be a good idea, because that's 2 months after the actual date.
This week, Donald Trump also gave an explanation for his rambling style of speaking. Have a look at this.
You know, I do a thing called a weave. Yeah. And there are those that are fair that say, this guy is so genius. And then others would say, oh, he rambled. I don't ramble. If I start a story, what you do is you weave things and you do it.
Wow, a weave. I thought that was what he was wearing.
Sometimes when Trump goes on a weave, I think he gives away a little bit too much information. Have a look at this.
I did 3 of them today. I did a little one, a little tiny one with a small group, and then I did a really big one. I did a big one, and I did this one, and I'm still raring to go.
Look at the faces of the people standing behind him. They're in some sort of coma.
Despite all of this, Trump does appear to be making gains in the polls. What controversy has Kamala Harris found herself in this week?
It's about a speech of hers contained material from Martin Luther King. It was about a toddler saying, "What would you like most?" And she says, "Freedom." And it was the same anecdote.
Exactly right. She's been accused of plagiarising.
Oh, dear.
She remembered an incident which other people have remembered before.
Is that her version of I Have a Dream?
Yeah.
I remembered an incident. Doesn't quite have the same ring to it, does it?
In other international news, what is the US government's latest declaration regarding the conflict in the Middle East?
It's finally said, can you stop doing this to Israel? And it's been saying it half-heartedly for about a year.
Yeah.
And saying you've got to stop that now or we'll do absolutely nothing. And this time, they've said we're going to stop arms coming in unless you allowed aid into Gaza. And amazingly, that night, 100 trucks rolled straight into northern Gaza. So the Americans could do something, but they haven't.
Now, OK, there's obviously been a lot of activity going on at the UN surrounding the Middle East crisis.
Yes.
But did you see the president of Haiti making a speech there recently?
No.
Here it is.
OK.
Respect.
Maybe he's very small. We don't know.
This is the news that with just a few weeks to go till the US election, Donald Trump has turned to dance to get his message across, presumably thanks to his new campaign manager, Giovanni from Strictly. OK, fingers on buzzers, teams.
Oh, yes, the press have concocted a scandalous idea that a German man should not be managing the English football team, although nobody made a fuss when a Dutch woman managed the women's European team that won. So Thomas Tuchel has been made manager of the England football team, and some people are very angry about it because he's German.
But those same people don't seem to have any problem with the ancestry of our royal family, do
I mean, quite.
Yes.
You're right, the reaction to this hasn't exactly been warm.
When you say some people, who do you mean?
I mean...
obviously, us football fans are pretty committed. But, I mean, Phil and I have talked about very little else. The only story I saw about this was Nigel Farage said it was a disgrace. So I knew where I stood.
Nigel Farage's wife is German.
His wife is German, coming over here, stealing our reform leaders.
Specifically, Sam Willis at The Telegraph, he's got very strong views. Here is an article that he wrote before Tuchel's appointment. Could the FA really shoot for the stars and go for Pep Guardiola as England manager? And then, when Tuchel was appointed 3 days later, he wrote this: appointment of foreign manager goes against everything football exists for. How have the Germans reacted? Anyone know?
They're sort of pleased.
Well, German newspaper Bild said the motherland of football is getting a German dad. The FA said that the appointment of Thomas Tuchel as England manager sent out a very clear signal, that Pep Guardiola wasn't interested. Of course, for many England fans, look, harping on about the Second World War is old hat. As this tweet here proved. Tuchel, you're the one. Churchill bombed your mum. Football's coming home again.
I don't want to be a pedant, but it'd be grandmother, wouldn't it?
It would be grandmother, yes, absolutely. Churchill didn't actually bomb anybody.
No.
He was at home at 10 Downing Street, where he needed to be. He wasn't flying Lancasters across Germany.
No.
No, that would have been a strategic error.
Some other German news this week.
German news, great German news,
Do you know what upset opera goers in Stuttgart?
It's a crazy opera. It's a very controversial opera.
It is.
It's sexy and weird.
Oh, it is. People watching Sancta, this is at the Stuttgart Opera House, and they were treated to a performance including copious amounts of blood, live piercing, excrement, unsimulated sexual intercourse, and naked nuns on roller skates.
Were the roller skates necessary?
Being spanked by Jesus.
Wow.
Would you like to see what this looked like?
Yeah, I think we have to.
I think we do too.
Why has that woman got a barcode on her upper thigh?
What is unsimulated sexual intercourse?
They want to promise you this is real.
Yeah.
This is real.
8 shows a week. I'd go on the Monday matinee if I were you.
Do you know what qualities the show's choreographer was looking for in a dancer?
Stamina.
Choreographer Florentina Holzinger told The Guardian, good technique in dance to me is not just someone who can do a perfect tendu, but also someone who can urinate on cue.
Oh, that would ruin the snooker.
This is the news that the England men's football team now has a German manager. The new manager of England has described himself, amongst other things, as a German vegetarian. Oh, that's good. When was the last time a German vegetarian caused us any problems? OK, time now for the odd one out round. Paul and Carol, your four are...
Yes.
A Qantas flight from Sydney to Tokyo, Malcolm Kenyatta, the number plate TO25POT, and Judi Dench's parrot.
The number plate TO25POT could be regarded as tosspot. I would guess that Judi Dench's parrot probably swears. And on the flight, the Sydney to Tokyo flight, this was where they accidentally showed a rude movie. It was a night at the opera, apparently. There's Kenyatta. What's his first name?
He's called Malcolm.
He was on Question Time.
Was he?
And he got some English slang wrong. They've all been rude apart from him.
Ian is basically right here. So it's that they have all been unexpectedly rude, apart from Democrat Malcolm Kenyatta, who tried to be rude and failed.
Oh, right.
So he was appearing on a US election special of Question Time, during which an audience member said the word bollocks, and trying to get in on the joke, Malcolm had a go, but he didn't quite get it right. Have a little listen to this.
And so this idea that we have not unleashed American energy is, to use the word twice on Question Time, bollocks.
It's bollocks.
Oh, bollocks. God, okay. Take me to the next show.
He's made a bit of a cont of himself there, hasn't he?
Please continue.
Yeah. Professor.
Bow, please, Hannah.
Yes. That's right.
What does the parrot say?
The parrot, well, anyone want to guess?
Well, the Yorick skull must indicate that the parrot sort of misrepresents Shakespearean speeches by putting rude words into them.
It's a bit simpler than that. Dame Judy revealed this week that her parrot once turned to her carer Barbara during a home visit and said, "You're a slag."
I was going to do a Polonius joke from Hamlet.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Why are you thanking them for that stunned silence?
It was appreciation, I
see, yeah.
Why has the number plate TO25POT been banned?
Tosspot.
This is one of 250 number plates that are deemed too rude for the road by the DVLA.
Seriously?
Yeah.
If you're driving behind a car and it's got TO25 pot, are you so triggered by that? I mean, it's just nonsense, isn't it?
Tosspot.
Oh, well, I'm only making a point. I'm sorry that I didn't do maths.
All right, how did the passengers on that Qantas flight from Sydney to Tokyo get more than they bargained for?
They watched they saw a dirty film.
They did. Do you know the story?
There's not much of a plot, to be honest. Pizza delivery man knocks at the door.
So the in-flight entertainment was broken on this plane, so passengers had to vote for a film to be shown on every screen on the plane, and according to The Guardian, the majority chose the sexually explicit 18-rated Daddy-O, which one passenger described as 40 minutes of penis and boobs. A passenger complained online that it was impossible to pause or turn it off.
Or indeed, close your eyes.
But after nearly an hour, the crew stopped the film and replaced it with a family-friendly alternative, Fisting Nemo. And finally, how has a candle in America been causing offence?
A penis-shaped candle, presumably.
I'll be honest with you, you can keep on guessing, you're not going to get it.
OK.
It's a winter candle from Bath & Body Works with a snowflake design on it, has been criticised for looking more like several members of the Ku Klux Klan.
Well, I would have gone with aliens there, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, but when you see Ku Klux Klan, you can't unsee it, can you?
They have all been unexpectedly rude, apart from Pennsylvania State Representative Malcolm Kenyatta, who tried to be rude and failed. An obscene film was accidentally shown to every passenger on a Qantas Airlines flight. According to The Guardian, one traveller said, "I have never seen 40 minutes of penis and boobs on a plane before." Obviously, they've never flown Ryanair from Luton to Magaluf. The obscene film caused problems when the plane came to land and the stewardesses asked everyone to put their tables to an upright position. To which most of the male passengers said, "I can't just now, give me 5 minutes." Ian and Phil, your four are the Dalai Lama, King Charles, Filipino gold medalist Carlos Yulo, and the city of Troy.
The Trojan horse. It was a gift.
But that's not a wooden horse.
Oh, accepting gifts. Oh, yes, this is the big Horsegate scandal in Troy. When King Priam was found guilty of taking a free horse.
He didn't declare. He didn't
declare it. Not at all. Taking gifts gets you in trouble.
Well, not gets you in trouble. It's more.
Means you lose the war.
I think the odd one out is the man bottom left, because he was offered a free pair of binoculars but turned it down.
They have all been given unusual gifts, apart from King Charles, who failed to disclose what gifts he's been given for the last 4 years. Scandal. Ian.
Scandal. No, absolutely.
And there are people who care about this deeply, apparently.
Yeah.
There is no shortage of financial skullduggery at the palace involving the Saudis and the Qataris.
Yeah.
And last month, it was revealed that Michael Wynne Parker, a charity trustee for the King's Foundation, was embroiled in a cash for honours scandal.
Certainly not the first time.
No. What is one gift that the King won't be receiving anymore?
Happy birthday card from his parents. Unless you know different.
Happy birthday card from one of his children.
Oh, you didn't groan at that.
Well, apparently, it's a tradition that whenever the monarch visits Jersey, they're usually presented with 2 dead ducks. On a recent trip, Charles and Camilla were given duck eggs instead.
Well, future dead duck.
In other royal news, who can't wait to get rid of the royals?
Australia.
Australia,
yes, well,
exactly.
Australia, yeah.
There's an anti-monarchy campaign group, the Australian Republic Movement, who plan on protesting against the state visit of the King and Queen this week with banners, posters and T-shirts that depict the royals as ageing rockers. Here they are.
They look younger than the Rolling Stones.
What surprising gift did Troy receive?
A wooden horse, obviously.
It was a wooden horse, stuffed full, of course, of the Greeks' best warriors.
Yeah.
Among the soldiers that were smuggled into Troy, inside the horse, were Antimachus, Diomedes, Idomeneus, Leontius and Polypoetes, which, incidentally, is the name of Jacob Rees-Mogg's children. Do you know what Joanna Lumley gave the Dalai Lama?
A night to remember.
It was actually a drone. Dame Joanna Lumley recently gave a drone to the Dalai Lama, a drone being quite appropriate because she doesn't half bang on about the Gurkhas. OK, gymnast Carlos Yulo became the first male Filipino to win Olympic gold medal at the Paris Olympics. How did the government reward him?
They gave him a house?
They did.
Yeah.
And 16 million pesos.
Is that a lot?
I think it is. There were businesses across the Philippines who gave him a hero's welcome by gifting him all sorts of stuff. Here's the list. We've got a fully furnished 2-bedroom condo. 100,000 pesos, which is £13,000 in free furniture. You can calculate the rest from there.
Yeah.
And an iPhone 16.
Ooh.
A lifetime supply of macaroni cheese. A lifetime supply of ramen. A lifetime supply of cookies from a place called Cookies by the Bucket. A lifetime supply of colonoscopies and consultations. Let's be honest, after all of that, who's going to come in handy? Well, they have all been given unusual gifts, apart from King Charles, who has failed to disclose what gifts he's been given for the last 4 years. Anti-monarchist groups are furious, with one arguing that the royals have form when it comes to blurring the lines between what's theirs to keep and what's an official gift. Like Australia, for example. Joanna Lumley revealed that the Dalai Lama is fascinated by machinery and is always taking radios apart. I mean, me too. especially when Vernon Kay is on.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
What does he present?
Oh, he's got a Radio 2 show called Vernon Kay.
Oh, right.
They hunted far and wide to find somebody that would fit the title of the program. They found a woman called Kay Vernon, but it was close.
Time now for the Missing Words round, which this week features as its guest publication The Ringing World, the weekly magazine for church bell ringers. And we start with Elton John shocks red carpet by turning up what?
With a wife. And...
No, this is Elton John shocks red carpet by turning up in a necklace made of his own kneecap.
Oh.
Here he is.
I'm still standing.
Next, shock after what caught speeding in Germany?
Joseph Goebbels. No, you weren't expecting that in a topical news quiz.
Is it Eamon Holmes?
Roller skating nun.
Roller skating nun. It is shock after Cookie Monster caught speeding in Germany. The Cookie Monster was spotted speeding in Dortmund, Germany. Here he is. That's...
Yeah.
That's a CCTV shot there from a camera, presumably on Sesame Strasse. Next, the measure of a successful AGM for the Central Council of Church Bell Ringers is what?
Having enough cocaine to go around. Surviving the winter? I don't know.
The measure of a successful AGM for the Central Council of Church Bell Ringers is if it's over quickly. One motion to extend the length of term for stewards from 6 to 9 years passed with a clear majority. Or to use the technical term, you've got a ringing endorsement.
Excellent.
Next, boy in Essex, what with 340 Yorkshire puddings?
Breaks the terms of Toby Carvery's all-you-can-eat policy.
It's boy in Essex makes Halloween costume with 340 Yorkshire puddings.
Have you got a picture of it?
We absolutely do. Here it is.
Blimey.
Let's see his eye poking out there.
Yes.
Next, you can behold what in over 1,400 churches across the world?
Quasimodo tribute bands.
It's actually, you can behold Big Wilf's bell muffles in over 1,400 across the world.
That's a hard sentence to say, isn't it?
It is. It certainly was.
I'm surprised we didn't get that.
Yeah, I've been friendly with Big Will for a long time.
I've heard.
This is an advert from The Ringing World. According to Big Wilf's advert, they are taking orders for delivery in time for Remembrance Sunday. The wreath laying at the cenotaph this year will again be a solemn occasion, as we are reminded that, yes, Liz Truss was once Prime Minister. Lastly, Queen Camilla thinks what is dreadfully common?
Charles.
It's using a fish knife is dreadfully common. Applying makeup in public is also frowned upon. According to one etiquette expert, grooming is a private thing until you get caught and end up on a desert island on Channel 5.
I noticed you chose the ITV presenter rather than the BBC one. Yes.
Plethora of people to choose from and altogether, isn't there?
There are. We could have gone any number of ways.
Yeah.
Hugh knows.
Have I got Hughes for you?
So, the final scores are Ian and Phil have 5 and Paul and Carol have 5. But before we go, there is just time for the caption competition.
Tory members, debate the way forward.
I suspect that we have a member of the White Moustache Club who should not be a member.
In the run-up to the comeback tour, Ozempic has surprise effects for the Sugar Babes.
On On which note, we say thank you to our panellists, Ian Hislop and Phil Wang, Paul Merton and Carol Vorderman. And I leave you with news that on a delayed flight to Rome, there is polite applause for one passenger's rendition of Britney Spears' Oops, I Did It Again. As he scans the arrivals at a G8 summit in Washington, Joe Biden mutters, I hope that really boring guy from the UK isn't going to be here. And in Devon, one farmer reveals his unusual method for coring a pumpkin.
Good night.